I don't even know where to start with this one. I'm just gonna read from the press release that I've just found online. I had a link to it from one of my friend's Facebook pages. Um, just to explain before I start to read, and as I type my password into my computer, um, this is really just a massive cock up as far as I'm concerned. I can't think of anything that's good about this little announcement. I'll read part of it to you and then I'll explain why I think it's wrong. Um, a gorgeous 29-year-old actress named Whit Anderson from Yes Man has been hired to pen a new big screen version of Buffy the Vampire Slayer. She counts herself among the legion of fans who loved the TV series, which premiered on the WB when she was 16. 61-year-old Charles Roven, who was 48 when the TV series premiered, is producing the new big screen Buffy and offers via press release, while this will not be your high school Buffy, she'll be just as witty, tough and sexy as we all remember her to be. Doubtful. If somebody told me Roven does not know who Willow Rosenberg is, I believe I could contain my shock. The new movie will be a reboot and is not expected to acknowledge the existence of Giles, Willow, Xander, Spike, Angel, Oz, Cordelia, Anya, or any of the other characters from the hit TV series, which, just me adding this bit in, are what made it so good. No director is yet attached. Oh, it gets worse. Buffy creator and mastermind Joss Whedon, dude, love you, is busy scripting the very expensive Avengers movie he'll direct and will have nothing to do with the new Buffy. With good reason. Any remake that is remade now is a bad idea. The only reason they're remaking it is because of the whole Twilight thing and, oh, I'm a director slash writer slash producer. Let's think up something to do with vampires that involves people falling in love slash shagging vampires and make it into a movie or a TV program that lots of teen girls can go crazy and orgasm over. No, okay? You cannot force an epic. You have to let an epic happen. Twilight happened. I think it's an epic. Some of you don't. I couldn't care less. That's not what this is about. I was a Buffy fan before I was a fan of anything. I was 12 years old and I was reading a magazine article about Buffy and I saw a picture of a vampire with their face all made up and I thought, that looks cool. So picture about 2 weeks later, me going and borrowing a box set from a friend and watching the whole of season 2 in about 2 or 3 days. Seriously, I skived school to watch it, okay? Not a good advertisement for young people. Don't be doing that, okay? Because I didn't get good grades. Duh. The point that I'm trying to make is that it was the one thing that I cared about when I was younger. It got me through my teen years and it made me who I am. And I know I'm not the only person that feels as strongly about it. If you asked me a question about Buffy, I could answer it on the spot. It's how passionate I am about it. It's what got me into vampires. If it hadn't been for Buffy, I would never have gone watching vampire films. I would never have watched Dracula 2000. I would never have heard Linkin Park One Step Closer on the end credits and never have started listening to them. I would never have found out that Linkin Park featured on the Queen of the Damned soundtrack. I would never have watched Interview with a Vampire and then Queen of the Damned very, very quickly in succession, and I found that I loved them. And then I would never have gone looking for vampire books and found Twilight. It would never have happened. And I can't believe someone is about to come in and take over Buffy and make it into, quite frankly, what is probably going to turn out to be a great load of piss. I'll read the actual press release to you. And then I'll read Joss Whedon's statement on it, which is hilarious, can I just say, in case you didn't know. Press release, issued November the 22nd. The date is likely a typo, so probably sooner. For immediate release, Warner Brothers Pictures shows its fangs with a Buffy the Vampire Slayer reboot. Los Angeles, November 11th, 2010. Atlas Entertainment announced today it's rebooting the beloved franchise Buffy the Vampire Slayer with Warner Brothers Pictures. Atlas, Charles Roven and Steve Alexander will produce the film alongside Doug Davison and Roy Lee of Vertigo Entertainment. The Ring, How to Train Your Dragon, The Departed. Whit Anderson is writing the script. Warner Brothers Pictures obtained the rights from the creators Fran and Kaz Kazooie and from Sand Dollar Productions, Sandy Gallin and Dolly Parton, and for Atlas and Vertigo to produce. Buffy the Vampire Slayer first appeared as a film in 1992, subsequently becoming a cult hit and spawning the wildly popular television series starring Sarah Michelle Gellar and David Boreanaz, among many others. Wit approached us with an exciting idea about how to update Buffy, said Roven. There is an active fan base eagerly awaiting this character's return to the big screen. Can I just add in, yes, eagerly awaiting, with the right director! We're thrilled to team up with Doug and Roy on a reimagining of Buffy and this world she inhabits. Details of the film are being kept under wraps, but I can say while this is not your high school Buffy, she'll be just as witty, tough and sexy as we'll remember her to be. Doubtful. Whit Anderson is represented by CAA blah 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 blah. Don't care. Joss's statement. After a reaction, Whedon dashed off an email to ease Kristen Dos Santos. Kristen, I'm glad you asked for my thoughts on the announcement of Buffy the cinema film. This is a sad, sad reflection on our times when people must feed off the carcasses of beloved stories from their of beloved stories from their youth. Just because they can't think of an original idea of their own, like I did with the Avengers idea that I made up all by myself. Obviously, I have strong mixed emotions about something like this. My first reaction upon hearing who was writing it was Whit Stillman and Wes Anderson. This is going to be the most sardonically adorable movie ever. Apparently, I was misinformed. Then I thought, I'll make a mint. This is worth more than all my Toy Story residuals combined. Apparently, I am seldom informed of anything, and possibly a little slow, but seriously, are vampires even popular anymore? Unfortunately, more than they should be. I always hoped that Buffy would live on, even after my death, but you know, after. I don't love the idea of my creation in other hands, but I'm also well aware that many more hands than mine went into making that show what it was, and there's no legal grounds for doing anything other than sighing audibly. I can't wish people who are passionate about my little myth ill. I can, however, take this time to announce that I'm making a Batman movie, because there's a franchise that truly needs updating, and this is my favourite part of the whole letter. So look for The Dark Knight Rises way earlier than that other one, and also more cheaply and in Toronto, rebooting in a theatre near you. Joss, you absolute legend. I love you. And I'm really, really sorry that you're not involved with this, and I'm really sorry that it's happening, because I'm really actually quite annoyed that people have decided that just because Twilight's so popular, let's make more vampire films. And I had a funny feeling they would do something like this, and it's pissing me off royally, but that's all I can do. I can whinge, I can moan, I can complain, I'll probably end up going to see it at the cinema. I might even like it, but right now, having just found out, I don't think I'm gonna like it. I will be bitching a lot about this on my Twitter, so feel free to follow me, it's Nutty Madam. NUTTYMADAM, just in case you didn't know. I also have a little announcement to make. You all need to be watching the Idiot Award, which is on E4 in the UK, on the 11th of December, because I will be on it. And yeah, I'll make another video closer to the time, and I have more stuff to tell you, but it's all under wraps. It's a big secret. But yeah, feel free to post comments about this, because this is probably one of the few things that I've ever been annoyed about that's because of Twilight, and I just think it's horrendous, but what can I do? I will hug my James Masters autograph and cry. That's what I will do. Bye.